Hi everyone, welcome to Ready to Read Fridays with Miss Marie. I hope that you have had a wonderful week so far. Today we're going to sing some familiar songs and do some familiar finger plays, but I would like to share with you some big books that we have at the library, and I just can't wait to get started. Are you ready? All right, boys and girls, let's put your fingers together. And we're going to sing our welcome song on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. The more we get together, 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 the more we get together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. All right, my friends. So what's really special about all of these stories that I have here to show you is that they are written by one author in particular, and her name is Audrey Wood. Now, she has some really popular stories, and we're going to read one of those today. It's The Napping House. And also, we have Don Wood, who helps to write and illustrate her books as well. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to start with The Napping House. This is one of my favorite stories. And I'm gonna move it just a little bit closer so you can see the whole book. All right, here we go. Oops. All right, here we go. You ready? The Napping House. And this is published, this story, by Houghton Mifflin Harcourt. Okay, so are you ready? If you would like, you could join in because it is a story that repeats, so I would love for you to help me. We see a big bed on this cover with a grandma or a mother, a child, a dog, and a cat. I can't wait to see. Oh, and there's a little mouse up there too. All right. The Napping House. There is a house, a napping house, where everyone is sleeping. Ooh, that's a rainy, dark night. Good time to sleep. And in that house, there is a bed, a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that bed, there is a granny, a snoring granny, on a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that granny, there is a child, a snoring child, a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that child, there is a dog, a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that dog, there is a cat, a snoozing cat, on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that cat, there is a mouse. There's a little tiny mouse right there. Can you see it? There is a mouse, a slumbering mouse, on a snoozing cat, on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that mouse, there is a flea. Uh-oh, see that little flea right there? Can it be a wakeful flea on a slumbering mouse, on a snoozing cat, on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping? A wakeful flea who bites the mouse. Uh-oh. Who scares a cat? Look at that cat. Who claws the dog? Who thumps the child? Look at the child's face. Who bumps the granny? Who breaks the bed? In the napping house where no one now is sleeping. And that's the story of the napping house. We do have a couple of copies that you are able to check out. So if you would like, please come into the library. Now, with this song, I thought it would be really nice to sing Frère Jacques. Frère Jacques is a French song that has been translated into English. So we're going to sing both versions of it. Okay? Frère Jacques, Frère Jacques, dormez-vous, dormez-vous, sa-la-la-la-tine, sa-la-la-la-tine, ding-dang-dong, ding-dang-dong. Now the English version of it is, are you sleeping? Are you sleeping? Brother John, Brother John, morning bells are ringing, morning bells are ringing, ding, dang, dong, ding, dang, dong. All right, if we want to sing that one more time, that would be wonderful. You ready? On the count of 3. We're going to start with the French version. 1, 2, 3. Frère Jacques, Frère Jacques, dormez-vous, dormez-vous, sonne-la-natine, sonne-la-natine, ding-dang-dong, ding-dang-dong. Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping? Brother John, Brother John, morning bells are ringing, morning bells are ringing, ding, dang, dong, ding, dang, dong. Nice singing. Thank you so much for joining me. I can't wait to share with you another story that was written by Audrey Wood and Don Wood. That story is Silly Sally. Now, this is also a Harcourt Brace, and this is a big book, okay? And this has been illustrated by Audrey Wood. So let's get started, and let's see what happens with Silly Sally. Are you ready? We might see some animals in this story. I see a lamb. Oh my goodness, Silly Sally is really silly. She went to town, walking backwards, upside down. Oh. On the way, she met a pig, a silly pig. They danced a jig. Can you dance a jig? Excellent job. Silly Sally went to town, dancing backwards, upside down. On the way, she met a dog, a silly dog. They played leapfrog. Ooh, can you leap like a frog? Oh, I love it. Silly Sally went to town, leaping backwards, upside down. On the way, she met a loon, a silly loon. They sang a tune, la 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 la. Can you say that? La 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 la. Silly Sally went to town, singing backwards, upside down. On the way, she met a sheep, a silly sheep. They fell asleep. Uh-oh. Now, how did Sally get to town, sleeping backwards, upside down? What happened? How did she do that? Along came needy Buttercup, walking forwards, right side up. He tickled the pig who danced a jig. He tickled the dog who played leapfrog. He tickled the loon who sang a tune. He tickled the sheep who fell asleep. He tickled Sally, who woke right up. She tickled Nettie Buttercup. And that's how Sally got to town. Look at her, walking with all of her friends. Walking backwards, upside down. What a silly book, and how silly Sally was. But I loved the rhyming and how it repeated. Well, because we saw a pig and that pig danced a jig, I would like us to sing This Little Piggy. Now, I think you know this, but maybe your parents can help you too. Okay, you ready? We're going to say, this little piggy went to market. This little piggy stayed home. This little piggy had roast beef, and this little piggy had none. This little piggy cried, wee, 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 all the way home. Okay, you want to join in with me? That would be great. Ready? This little piggy went to market. This little piggy stayed home. This little piggy ate roast beef, and this little piggy ate none. But this little piggy went wee, wee, wee all the way home. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope that you enjoyed some of our Audrey Wood and Don Wood books. Next week, I'm going to share with you some other books as well and some other songs. So now it's time to wave goodbye. Can we please high five our friends? Boop. Excellent job. And we're going to wave goodbye. We wave goodbye like this. We wave goodbye like this. We clap our hands for all our friends. We wave goodbye like this. We wave goodbye like this. We wave goodbye like this. We clap our hands for all our friends. We wave goodbye like this. Bye, everyone. We'll see you next week.